Good morning, everyone. I thought I'd bring you an overall update on the homestead, and I've made quite a bit of progress with my garden build. These guys have flowers on right now. They're still male flowers, but I'm optimistic. I got this area filled in. The only thing that I still need here is some compost. And I'll probably buy some at a big box store just to top these gardens off. But once this plant comes out, this garden will be, well, I'll have about 8 foot of growing space, which is a win. These are all doing good. Something is starting to chew on them though. We got flowers in this one. Again, I believe they're all males though. They got the long stems on them. And when you see a flower like this with a long stem, that's generally the male. The female will be short, and the female is where you're going to get the actual zucchini from. I got this partially framed out, and I only did partial. These are going to be roughly 4 foot by 6 foot, I believe, because I'm only going to bring them to the edge here. So I'm going to bring it out here. But I'm running into these plants, so I just stopped. But I'm starting, as you can see, I've got my wood that's breaking down underneath. Then I have some fine sticks that I raked up from this general area, and then I'm starting to put some bedding, animal bedding in here as well. This was out of the hen's cage that was hatching chicks, so it's got lots of chicken manure in it. And we're starting this one. I shouldn't say starting. We've got a good part of this one started. And I've started laying in the rotting wood, and I have to get this in there somehow. And I want to get this probably in this cavity right here, and then we'll have to see how long it is once it's fitted in its place, whether or not I have to cut it off. But these two gardens here will be identical. This one's got a little lean to it because we hit that little groove in the soil here. So I might have to come back in and fill in that area a little bit to continue with that project. It's almost like having a swale in here without actually digging the swale. The water runoff will come down this section here. So I'm not sure how that's going to work, but we'll take it, you know. The watermelon, let's see. We got 2 watermelons up so far. That's the only ones I see. You can see everything's coming back. So we'll have to get in here and keep chopping things back. The corn is a fail. All the sweet corn, there just wasn't enough manure or enough nutrients in this soil, probably nitrogen, to feed the corn, because this was just basically an old stand of trees like that was cut down and mulched, so it just did not feed the plant life. So that's definitely something that I can now continue with this wall, because this failed. I can continue with my wall, but I have to build up, like I said, there's a little dip in the ground right here. I have to build that up to be able to build this wall. Green beans, so-so, but I got flowers. I don't know if you can see that. There's a flower. There's some flowers. So if this produces green beans, I will be happy. Even if it's just enough for one meal, it's still something that I was able to grow this year. I'm going to take you to the other garden and show you what's going on there. Okay, we're on the other side of the cabin now. You can see the bananas, since the chickens are penned up. These bananas are doing really, really good. And we have till probably December for these to continue to establish themselves, which is a good win for us. Tomatoes are doing okay. I'm not super happy with it. I am getting a tomato here or there. Here's 2 right there. But nothing major, no major production, so I'm really disappointed in that, which means we probably will not get enough to can. And these are all these tomatoes. Huh. Somebody's moved some of my tomato plants. I had 2 rows, remember? I had a row here and a row here. Some of these tomatoes got moved. I'll have to ask hubby if he moved them, and if so, why? So that's this part of the garden. We are getting tomatoes, so that's a win. We just aren't getting enough to can. Maybe next year. Something ate all my comfrey. It might be a squirrel because we just found a squirrel living real close to the cabin. Don't know if they eat comfrey, but it's very possible. I have a pawpaw that's doing really good. That's a pawpaw tree right there. I had another pot here too. Where'd that go? Hey, vey. Oh, there it is. Somehow it got in the garden. There's the other pawpaw. And this is my carob trees doing really good. I got 2 carobs, so I got a loquat and a citrus. They're all doing really good. But look at the rest of the garden, guys. Let me get out of this bright sun. It's hard to see with this sun. It's very bright out here this morning. All right, look at the garden. Yep, nothing to be proud of. In fact, I've really hesitated sharing it. But you gotta share the wins and the losses. This is a big loss. I put a lot of time and effort in, and as you can see, 2 of my, well actually 3, there are 3 zucchini plants totally died. And this one here is still putting off male flowers. I have no idea what I'm doing wrong. My green beans were doing really well, but I think now it's just getting too shaded. So this patch of green beans, I don't think we're going to get anything out of, even though we did get flowers, and there is a flower out there. See that right there? That's a flower. So I don't know, guys. Time will tell. We've had other projects taking priority, and we've had other things going on, so the garden this garden fell by the wayside. It was very difficult once we hit rainy season to keep up with the weeds. Potatoes died off. I don't think there's any potatoes under there. The citrus looks pretty good though. I can grow trees. Oh, I'm really disappointed. I used to have such fantastic gardens at the other location, but here, not so much. Now here's a tomato. This is one of the Amish paste tomatoes. It's small, but it's there. And I'm also starting to see, these are the Mexican gherkins. These you can pick right off the vine and eat them. And I still have quite a few flowers yet coming in. There's quite a few gherkins on here. They just haven't gotten big enough to start picking yet. I don't know they will get bigger because, again, the soil is not perfect soil. This proves I can grow something. This just wasn't food. This is all weeds, and this is my Back to Eden section of the garden. So as you can see, without enough wood chips, which I did not have anywhere near enough, Back to Eden can work if you have enough stuff to keep layering. But in my instance, it's not working very well. All right, let's go see the goats. Okay, there's my big mamas right there. Look at Oreo's face. Like, what are you doing in here? What, Oreo? What, you want to kiss the camera? Say, mwah! There we go. You want to kiss the camera? That's Latte. That's Oreo. And here's our pride and joy for our girls. This is Simba. Guys, if you remember when Simba was born, she was mostly chocolate brown and black with a little bit of white. Look at her changes. Oh, thank you, Simba. Here's her mama. This is Nala. Nobody's been bred yet. This is Miss Carmela. Hi, Carmela. Say, what do you got? Oh, I don't like that. Now, I can tell you, Simba has caught up with Carmela in size. Oh, look at this. 4 months old. Shame, shame, shame. You need to be weaned off of mom. But she's growing so good, I hate to take her off of mom because she's doing fantastic. Oh, mom says just a little. You can't have a lot. I wish I had the Nubian ears on this girl because she is stunning. And then, of course, we have Miss Bella. Bella will be bred for the first time this year. Most likely to pilot because I don't think I have any other options without traveling hundreds of miles to get a fresh buck. So we're going to probably breed all our mature females to pilot this year, and then next year we can hope to have replaced the buck we just recently lost. Look at the girls. You two are so funny. Playtime is very little and not very vigorous because it's just too hot. Let me tell you, Simba holds her ground. She plants those front legs and nobody pushes her around. Look at this. Look at this. But they're like sisters, so this is normal for goats to practice dominance, basically what it is. Now I do check. Latte and Nala are still nursing. They're nursing these two here. And I do check udders every single day, and I can honestly tell you their udders are getting smaller and they're shrinking because I think they're force weaning the kids. So, and that's a good thing. It means I don't have to get too involved. I might have to do the final wean, but by then they'll only be getting sips, like a little tiny drink at a time. And her udder is so soft and pliable right now, and it's starting to just hang down. Instead of being full like this, it's hanging like this and more downward. They're doing great. Their pasture needs some cleanup. I need to clean that. I need to clean sheds. So there's a lot I still have to get done. But a couple things have taken priority, and it's just too hot. My girls. They learn early, guys. This behavior starts at a couple weeks. Now you see, their hair is standing, her ridge hair is standing up, and so is hers. They get that from their daddy. She looks a lot like her daddy, with the difference that she has more colors and she's moon spotted. She gets that from Nala's background. These two girls are so sweet. Alright, while we're right here. Hi, babies. My girls. Yes, you are my girls. Lazy girls. Lazy girls. Lazy girls. So we're watching to see who wins the pushing match. Flies are biting today, guys. This coop is doing fantastic. The girls look really good. Victor is still alive and well. Here's another one. And there's a brown hen over there. She won't come near me because I took her baby. She's mad at me still. But they're doing great. The surprising thing is, we put this up for shade, and it really keeps this pen dry. Even with torrential rain, the pen gets a little wet, but no puddles, no nothing. So we're real happy with that. This is a 10 by 10 kennel, just so you know. And we have 6 chickens in there. Alright, we'll take you to the other animals and we'll give you an update. Okay, these are the rabbits that we plan to butcher. There's one there, if you can see him. And there's 3 huddled in that corner. We have not made them into pets. They're doing great, and I think it's soon time to butcher. Duke is over here. Duke's doing really good. The 19 guineas that we turned loose are all gone, guys. All of them. Half of them disappeared within 3 days. They went to the back part of the property. We haven't seen them since. The other half was hanging out in here, and over a 2-week period, they all just disappeared. So we have something that's preying on our birds here at night. We put up a trail camera, try and figure out what it is. It could be an owl. We just don't know. But yeah, we lost them all. This chicken tractor is doing fantastic. You can see. Still got our 4 chickens in there. And they're doing really good. This coop is in a partial molt. But overall, they're doing good. We're down 1 hen in here. Well, actually 2 hens. My hen that Buff Orpington I named Red, she did pass away. And then we had a hen that went broody that we were letting hatch eggs, and she's in the house raising up chicks. We had to take them in because we had snakes eating the chicks as fast as they were hatching. So we actually pulled her. My three stooges. And we pulled her and she's in the house, and we bought her a clutch of chicks, and she's raising up some Red Rangers and some Black Australorp. Okay, these are the chicks that Bubbles hatched back in, I believe it was January. And as you can see, they are close to getting butchered as well. The one in the back corner is a rooster, and the other 3 are hens. And we did have originally 7, and our friend took 3 hens for egg production. So we're going to be butchering these, and then the hen with her chicks will come out here and go into this. And then we can't forget Miss Fluffy Butt. She has her own pen right here. She's still too small to put in with the large chickens because she just would get picked on too much. So she's doing fantastic. I haven't figured out, girl or boy. We're still watching those tail feathers. I haven't heard no weird crows coming from this area yet either, but she's still super sweet. She still likes to be held, even though she's now an outdoor chicken. I'll be happy when this bird is big enough to go in with other birds, because I don't like keeping her alone. Now, here's the other update. This was pretty overgrown when we moved the boys over here. And there were 3 boys in here until we lost Snickerdoodle. But now we have Pilot, he's in the shade there, and Espresso is in here. And they are actually doing really, really good. I can tell you, Espresso does not put up with Pilot's shenanigans like Snickerdoodle did. He just yells, he turns around and tries to headbutt him, and then he runs. So, he's thriving, he's doing good. He's pretty much used to being in here now. He's not crying for his mama anymore. But he does cry for us to come spend time with him, and for us to give him hay and cut limbs down. He's so spoiled, guys. And they got a lot of forage right here yet, so we're going to leave him in here till they bring this down just a little bit. And then we're going to move him to this back section here. Well, let me show you. We're going to move him over here, which, as you can see, there's a lot of tall stuff. Actually, let me come around this side. This is the next pasture move. We already have the path cut for the fence. But you can see, look at that. That's what they get to enjoy next. But we'll have to shift the horse trailer. We might have to hook up to it and just kind of turn it around and back it up so we can put it within the fence area. Maybe by then we can get the truck back here. We're working on that. That's another whole video, though. We're working on it. So, I think, oh, we got one more. We got to show you Henny Hen with our chicks. Well, let's see if we can get you in here. There we go. There's Henny Hen. And there's her clutch. She's doing absolutely fantastic. That one with the brown stripe on its head is her hatch chick. Look at her. She's like in defense mode. You're okay, honey. These are the Red Rangers. At least I hope they are. You never know at feed stores. They were labeled that way. And then we have the black Australorpers right there. But they're in here. They got water, and I just dumped the food in here on their floor because they are chickens. And we want them to act like chickens. Alright, guys. I think that's an update for now. Don't forget to like, share, subscribe, and have a blessed day.